Hello everyone, welcome back to Dakota's Political Circle, and today I have a special video for you guys. So, I am making a video about the Maryland Senate race. Now, I know a lot of people might not like this video because of who's running on the Republican side, but I actually think Maryland, I think Maryland has a chance at turning the corner Republican, but you'll see why in a second. So, Larry Hogan, the former governor of Maryland is running is running for Senate in the state, and honestly, me personally, I think he can actually win it. He definitely the big thing is he really needs to win his party support. 43% undecided. Obviously, everyone's almost supporting Hogan, but remember that there's 43% undecided as well. But if he does win his party, I think he can win it. Even though obviously the predictions as of right now are likely D, but looking at the polling as of right now, Larry Hogan has led every single poll in this race, which is crazy to think because remember, this is Maryland. Maryland is a solid blue state. But because it's Larry Hogan, obviously, if you know Larry Hogan, he is a rhino. He is definitely a rhino Republican, guaranteed. He is a Rhino Republican through and through, probably a little bit better than Mitt Romney, but he is definitely a Mitt Romney type. And quite honestly, I think the only reason you should support Larry Hogan if you are a Maryland Republican and you support Trump is only because it helps us win more of a majority. Obviously, you're going to have a rhino, but remember, you want someone that can win, that can at least vote for you 50% of the time instead of 0% of the time when you have a Democrat. So to make it better, you should get Larry Hogan because I mean, in a blue state like Maryland, you're not going to have another chance. Like it's just not going to happen. Now, do I think Trump is going to endorse him? I don't think it's going to happen. I don't even think he has endorsed him at all. Like honestly, I don't think he's endorsed him. Let me look. So, yeah, I don't think he has. No, he has not endorsed him. Now, No Labels has. If you've heard of No Labels, then you know what I mean. Marsha Blackburn surprisingly has. Sorry about my phone. Let me turn that off. I didn't realize my phone was on. Okay. Steve Daines, Bill Cassidy, any others? Mitch did. That's expected. Any others that make any sense on here? John Bolton, that's kind of expected as well. Marsha Blackburn's kind of the surprise here, but honestly, I think, in my opinion, if we want Maryland to go red, we need Larry Hogan to win. Obviously, the undecideds are the big factor here. Who are they going to vote for? But remember, he won as governor several times. He won it by a decent amount several times as governor. That's why I think he can win this race. Let me show you a few polls I saw on X as well. So, well, on X or Twitter, whatever you call it. I call it Twitter, but it's X, obviously. But interactive polls. These are two reliable pollsters. I definitely poll people that post polls basically, but the pollsters are down below. So Hogan 49% to Trone 37%. Dems voting for Trone. Independents vote for Hogan plus 27. Now that's pretty good. Moderates vote for Hogan plus 15. That's also really good for him. Hogan 50% versus also Brooks 36. Now that's also really awesome. 20 goes to Dems for also Brook. Hogan gets 30 for independents, and Hogan gets 22 for moderates, and favorable margins overall 64 to 23, 67 to 18, 73 to 16, post grad 68 to 27. I'm guessing some of these are not for Hogan. But yes, that is actually a pretty crazy result, especially for a Maryland state. Let me also show you this one. So this is also a poll. It shows 49% for Hogan over Trone, and 50% for Hogan over also Brook. So I mean, Hogan has literally the best shot, in my opinion, to win Maryland. Now, do I think it's the best thing for the Republican Party? No, but I mean, it's the best we got if we want to get something in Maryland. Basically, kind of like California. If we had a Democrat, like a rhino in like a deep blue state like California, if we want to get a more of a majority, it's a good idea to get the Rhino in, even though it's really not great for the agenda. It's the best we have to get more of a majority in these states, and also it's better to vote 50% of the time than 0% of the time. That's always what I think when I see these races. Now, obviously, if you're in a deep red state or just a toss-up state, you need to go with the Trumpian candidate or anything like that. That's definitely the best bet there. But they do think David Trone is going to win, even though there's a lot of undecided. They think he's going to win his poll based on the polling. But yeah, based on the polling, everyone for David Trone though, there is one, but it was from last year that David Trone does win. But remember, that was last year. This is now most recent, especially these ones on X. But yeah, I think Hogan's the best shot we have at winning Maryland, and I think it's the best decision we got, especially since I know some Republicans definitely won't support this, but in my opinion, even as a Trump Republican myself, Larry Hogan's the best shot you have at making Maryland somewhat red, I guess you could say. Even though he's a rhino, if you want more of a majority, it's best to get Hogan. It's kind of like I don't know, I wouldn't say a Joe Manchin situation, but I mean, I wouldn't say Joe Manchin. I can't think of another senator. I wouldn't say John McCain because at the time, it wasn't a good idea to have him in the first place because he was in a toss-up state. I can't really think of a senator I would pick that's in a deep blue state that's a rhino, but it's the best thing you have. Honestly, I can't think of any in a deep blue state at least. I know some that were in toss-ups, but I can't think of any in a deep blue state. But I do know some on the Democrat side, but I'm not going to talk about those obviously. But yeah, in my opinion, I think the best shot we have getting Hogan in there. I know a lot of people don't like him, especially on the Republican side, but it's literally the best shot we have at winning more seats. In my next prediction video for the Senate, based on this polling, I might put Maryland red. I need a little bit more polling, maybe a little bit more polling, and I'll think about it. Because remember, there is a lot of undecideds. You got to remember that. The undecideds are big here. And I mean, even in the predictions, they say likely D. But remember, it's the undecideds that are deciding this right now. Larry Hogan could easily lose this race if the undecideds all want to go for a Democrat. But, I mean, if it keeps shifting this way, I'm definitely going to say red in the Senate. But it's going to get closer for me in the Senate race. I always forget to put them closer, but, I mean, it's just really gotten close now. So I really definitely am going to have to put it closer than what it needs to be the next time I do that. But anyway, guys, I don't want to make this video too long. I just want to talk about that. I just want to see what your guys' opinion was on that. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm not sure what the next video will be. I haven't seen too much in the news lately with politics. I just brought this up because I saw a lot of polling on it lately, and I'm like, this is a really big surprise, so I might as well bring it up right now. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm really glad a lot of you guys are liking the videos. I'm really glad a lot of you liked the RFK Jr. video. I saw some cool suggestions in the comments and stuff like that. I'll think about for another video, possibly. It just really depends. But I might even put Jill Stein and them as well on there and see how that narrative helps Trump in the election, possibly. But I'll think about it because they might not be on all 50 states. But I could make a video on that as well, but we'll see. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm not sure when the next video will be. It could be in the next couple of days. It could be tomorrow. Never know. Politics is crazy. You never know what's going to happen. Anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys so much for watching. And let me know in the comments what you think of this video. And if you think we should elect Larry Hogan to the Senate. Well, if Marylanders should. In my opinion, I think you should. Best option you got if you want to win the Senate. Yeah, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys so much for watching. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.